How's everybody doing? Welcome back to Asshat Podcast on YouTube. Got another Blu Ray this time. This is actually this is the Back to the Future collection. 25th anniversary trilogy, Blu Ray and digital copy. Now I found this, I don't know how much this originally cost, but I found this at what I call the good thrift store in town, where Blu Rays and DVDs are the same price. They're $2 a pop or 3 for $5, if I'm remembering right. And I usually buy them in, increments of 3, so I get a little bit of a discount. Well, I found this in there thinking, okay, somebody, if this store guy got this, something's wrong with it. The copies ain't gonna work or something. I'll take a chance, because I did not actually own these on any format. I love the movies and didn't own them. And I just recently sat down and watched them. Let's see what all we got here. We got little instructions how to take the disc out and reinsert them, because this is a funky case. It really is. You gotta, as you see, that's the Blu Ray of the first film. Underneath it's the digital copy. That's my only real complaint about this set. I like that it has the digital copies, but I hate that you have to put these discs into your computer to activate it. Why didn't they just give us a little, slip of paper like this with the codes on them? See? And you got this little piece of thing, but it's all 3 of the Back to the Future films. I'm figuring everybody watching this knows the plots of these, but I'll go over them real quick. The first one was kind of a surprise hit. Michael J. Fox's Star Wars Rise, and it came out with 84, 85, 86, somewhere around there. He was on Family Ties. That was doing pretty good. I think Teen Wolf had come out. I went and saw the first one, in a theater when it came out. I actually got to see it for free. Sears was doing a promotion where you just filled out a little form, stuck it in a box, and if you won, you got a free 2 free tickets to go see Sesame Street's Follow That Bird movie. Well, by the time that I filled it out for the hell, I was actually in Sears, waiting on my mom to go through, talking to my aunt who worked at Sears at the time, R.I.P. Aunt Nancy. And I filled it out just for the hell of it. Won it, but I didn't want to see Sesame Street. So Mom's like, why don't we go to the movies? We'll give them this, and we'll go see something else. They ain't gonna pay attention what theater we walk into. So I went and saw Back to the Future. Simple plot, you got Doc and Marty, not Rick and Morty. Marty goes over, and Doc has an experiment he wants to help him with. He's got a DeLorean, he's able to travel back in time. Doc ends up getting killed. Marty flees back in time in the car back to the 50s where his parents meet. And the whole plot is he has to make sure his parents fall in love or he'll be wiped from existence. This works on the normal time travel principle, the one that Terminator sets up in the first film, then ignores in the second film. That's my big issue with Terminator films. Well, that film, it ended. He solves everything, comes back to the future, everything's better. Then we find out they're gonna make a second one. Well, the second one seems to get shit on a little bit. I actually enjoy the second one almost as much as the first one. He goes into the future because in the future, shit has happened. Marty's not what he's supposed to be. His kids are horrible. And while he's in the future version of Biff Tannen, who was the bully his dad got beat up by back in the past, and he kind of fucked with Marty, gets a hold of the time machine and goes back to the past, back to the 50s, and hands younger Biff a copy of a sports almanac. So Biff's able to gamble and make all this money because he knows the results. So they have to solve that paradox. Well, at the end of the film, when Marty's in the 1950s and trying to head back to the 80s, Doc's in the car flying around and gets hit by lightning and disappears. Then all of a sudden Western Union shows up and delivers a telegram. Doc has been sent back to the past. Again, he's in the Western era. Excuse me. So that's the third film. Third film set back in the West. Just a great little series. They really have not done much with this franchise. You've got these 3 films. There was a 1 or 2 season long cartoon that, from what I remember, was pretty good. I have not seen it in years, and I know that there's another version of this set that has the entire cartoon on it, which I think it might only be 1 season because it's only 2 discs. And then back in the day, Harvey Comics. How many out there remember Harvey Comics? They published Richie Rich and Casper and all that shit. Did a Back to the Future comic that I've read one of the miniseries. And if you're watching this on my blog, if you scroll back to a couple years ago, I reviewed the miniseries. And it was actually really entertaining. The artwork looked a lot like the cartoon. And as of recently, I want to say it's IDW, but one of the independent comic companies is doing a Back to the Future comic. Well, how's it, do they work? The discs work perfectly. I've watched all 3 of them. Matter of fact, I ended up watching all 3 of them a couple weeks back. I had the house to myself, stayed up all night watching these, watched all the extras. It's great. All of them play perfectly. The digital copies work. I had to dig out my external DVD burner, CD burner, and plug it into my laptop and do it that way, but they do work. So for $2 or $1.75 or whatever it worked out to be, I got a great little deal. And looking online, this set, even used, still goes for like 12 bucks. It's worth it. Well, that's Back to the Future. Hope you enjoyed this review. Remember, if you did, give me a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.